Here we are at the show. The show is good. People are walking by. Hey, this is awesome. We're here at the USCCA show. This is actually day 3, day of the USCCA Expo in Pittsburgh. People are still coming in. You can see the booth in front of you. And Jess is a new timer. I was going to say a first comer and a new timer. I mean, I'm just making up words as we go. But how's the first Expo been for you?
It's actually been really exciting.
Let's walk that yellow brick road right into the show, shall we? Wow. I mean, what's really awesome about the show, I mean, we've got booths, vendors, we've got exhibits everywhere. Right here at the USCCA booth, I mean, guys, it's been super busy at the Pittsburgh 2019 Expo. USCCA booth that has lots of great stuff. Tim's been here several times. Have you seen Tim?
Oh, yes, I have. Yep.
And he's had lots of visitors and lots of friends and lots of stuff going on. Let's kind of move around and check out what's going on here. Let's see. Besides the booth, we got the store. Oh, you guys, if you want to buy stuff, you need to be here at the store and check out all the stuff right here. You want anything?
You know what? It's funny because I have all of those shirts already.
Anything on your wish list?
A few different things. Yeah, there's a couple sweatshirts and shirts that I've seen that I need to add them to my collection. So.
Well, it looks like people are trying on stuff. I mean, they're trying on everything, not just shirts and not just garments, but cool stuff like gear and firearms and holsters. And what are you looking for while you're here?
Me, holster. Hands down holster.
You know what? Well, there's this thing called the holster graveyard. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but
I'm becoming very quickly familiar.
I mean, what happens is we buy something cool, right?
Yep.
And then what happens to the cool thing?
It goes into a box.
So we got... Yeah, it doesn't work or it's not quite the right one, right?
Right. Doesn't fit comfortably or I print terribly, so it's definitely...
And I know it's not just a woman's thing. Men, I know you're out there. You've got your box of holsters, too. I mean, we've got Ruger over there, Sig Sauers over there. We've got all sorts of... Yeah, I mean, we've got all sorts of things from pretty much whatever you're looking for. Right in front of us, have you seen the Mantis booth?
No, I have not.
Come on, let's go over here. This is really interesting because we're not going to take up too much time, but I just want to show you that this is actually an electronic gadget, if you will, that you can set up with like an iPad or an iPhone, and you can try and see how your trigger press is. Jess, how's your trigger press?
Well, apparently from Proving Ground Live on Friday, it's pretty good.
I don't know about you guys, but I am so proud of this girl. We had Proving Ground Live the very first time we were able to do that here at the 29 Expo in Pittsburgh. And, I mean, it was fantastic. You've probably seen Proving Ground. You've probably been fascinated with the story. Well, the story unfolded live before people's eyes. How did that feel?
Oh, that was quite the emotional event.
And if you missed it, you're just going to have to come next year and hope that we do something as awesome again. But if you want to practice your trigger press, use the Mantis, set it up with your gun. You might find out some really cool stuff. Again, everybody join us. Hi, we're here at the 2019 Expo, USCCA. People everywhere. Oh, look, see, they're trying it out right now. They're going to see how his trigger press is. I mean, there's targets, there's people, there's seminars. There's so much going on. Jess, where should we go now? What should we do? Should we go over to SIG?
I actually have got my eye on a few things of theirs. So
now, with member-only content, we were playing around with some fun stuff, too, for the USCCA. And you're still trying to choose a gun, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. I still, kind of looking at a few different options and finding the one that works for me. So,
anything look good here?
Well, I had my eye on that SIG P365, so that was one of the ones that we did get a chance to shoot, so might still be the one.
Hey, anybody out there, you got the P365 or you got a good gun, you might have a suggestion for Jess. Hey, you can comment, you can let us know, but of course she's got to try them all out to see if she really likes them anyway, but hey, we're always open to suggestions. Once again, we're here at the USCCA 2019 Expo Pittsburgh. There's the USCCA booth. There's all sorts of cool stuff going on. What's over here? Let's look. Dave Young is over here? Guys, look at this. It's Dave Young. It's Dave Young.
Hello, how's everybody doing out there?
Dave Young, we're here live at the 2019 Expo, and all our fans and followers are out there with USCCA. What do you have to say to them? Oh, man, come on, you're not camera shy.
Come to the show. We had a great 3 days.
What have you been up to?
Well, we had great classes. We had our active shooter, our skill building. We worked with the SIRT pistols, moving, verbalizing. Nobody fell. Nobody got hurt. In fact, they didn't want to leave. All of our classes went over about 45 minutes later, and It's a wonderful show. In fact, it's one of the only shows we support on the civilian side. It was great to see the staff, great to see the participants, and the vendor support was amazing. We're going to look forward to seeing everybody out there in Kansas next year.
Well, we are so excited that Dave is here. Dave, I never get to see your classes, man, because I'm always being pulled in 3 directions at once. Y'all, this is day 3 of what the show looks like. He's pulling it off better than I am. Thanks, man. We appreciate you. I'm sorry. I've been going from show to sponsorship to video to booth, but it's awesome and it's worth it. But as a first-timer, I mean, does it feel overwhelming to you as much as it feels to me?
Yeah, absolutely. I think because there's so many different options that I didn't realize even existed. You know, different types of modifications for your firearm, different holster options, different just a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Look, there's our CERT friends. Hi, CERT. Hi, Next Level Training. Oh, they're so busy. They're so busy they don't see us. They're so busy they don't see us. Friends, hey, we are live on Facebook. Just wave.
You got us live on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Hello, everybody.
Say hi.
Hello.
We're live on Facebook. How's your show going?
Oh, terrific. Great.
Say he says it's great. Training's awesome. Brand new customers. See, this is all happening. And they look just as tired as I look. But Jess, how are you pulling it off?
I don't know.
I mean, she went through the stress of Proving Ground Live. Proving Ground Live was pretty intense. How does that feel aftermath?
Pretty emotional. It's, you know, even here now at Sunday, a couple days later, my emotions are still kind of all over the place a little bit with it.
Ooh, well, you can find a class near you if you would like to do more training. Hey, anybody out there in Facebook land or YouTube land or wherever you're listening or watching in, you can find out more about training and classes. Hey, come here, Clint. He's wearing a red shirt. He must know stuff.
I know stuff.
We are here live, 2019 USCCA Expo in Pittsburgh. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been doing lots of things. I've been helping USCCA with this here booth. We're using the new platform, the portal, and we're finding people, instructors in their areas, typing in their zip codes. Really fantastic thing that they got going on here. And it's great for the instructors to take advantage of because it's really going to help them put butts in seats in their classes.
Well, Jess right here, she's our new shooter. We've been following her along, and we've been introducing her to the world of the Expo, and she's having a great time. But what kind of advice would you give to, like, a new shooter? She's still trying to find the gun that works for her. That's how new she is.
Well, the first piece of advice I would give you is to come attend my seminar at 1:30.
Okay.
Called the Concealed Carry Lifestyle, which actually is purpose-built for you. It's for people who are deciding to take that step and become their own family first responder. Outside of that, I would contact a USCCA certified instructor and have them help guide you through that process. But you're going to need, of course, a firearm.
Right.
You know, that needs to take place. But there's so much more that goes with it. A holster, some type of lockbox, getting your legal team in place, understanding what type of training is appropriate for you.
Sure.
So that would be my advice.
Well, it sounds like it's the whole mixed bag. And guess what? We've got the whole mixed bag right here. Thank you, man. Have a good seminar later. Little self-promotion, little shameless plug right there. What do you think about that?
What's that?
What do you think about a shameless plug?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Maybe she'll go to the class, maybe not. I can't make it because I got other stuff to do. Let's look around. Where should we go next? More holsters. We need to look at holsters is what you said. Well, I think, have you tried out the sticky holster?
I have not, but I've heard a lot of very good things about it, so I'd be interested in trying.
Well, I mean, it is right in front of us. We might as well look at it really quick. Let's see what's going on over here at Sticky.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they have to offer.
Well, let's see. We got some blue guns set up. We got a lot of, ooh, feel that.
Ooh, well, that is actually really nice.
Would that be something you'd be interested in? Maybe you kind of using the compression of your garment to hold the firearm in with the sticky holster? That's how it works, right? Did I make that? I didn't make that up.
My name is Joey with Sticky Holsters. This is our sticky holster product. Compression in the waistband or friction in your pocket make it stay in place. You can cant it however you please. It will not come out. You go to draw, the holster stays right in place.
Well, there you go. Jess, what do you think about that?
I think it's a really great option because I've tried a few different holsters and, you know, trying to just find something that might be comfortable with different firearms that I'm checking out. And that might be an option for me as far as with what I might wear.
Well, of course, it might be helpful if she actually does pick that gun first so she can actually try out that firearm in this kind of setup. But that's the beauty of the Expo. We've got stuff that you can check out live in person right here. Let's keep walking. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sticky. We're just bouncing around from place to place, learning about all the cool stuff going on. I mean, again, there's holsters everywhere. There's bags everywhere. We've got information. We've got targets. We should check these out. Hey, guys. what's going on here? We're very interested. This is Jess. She's a new shooter. We're kind of taking her around at the 2019 Expo here in Pittsburgh. We're trying to show her some products, some training, and some other things going on. And what do you guys have going on here?
So we got a little bit of everything. First of all, my name's Jeff. I run the marketing and do a lot of sales for Triumph Systems. We got a little bit of everything, like I said. So we have most of our consumer targets. We have our Visual Vital. They're kind of new to market. Just brought them out this last year. They're very reactive targets. That's what we like specializing in. We want people to be able to see exactly where those rounds are impacting, so you don't have to take your hand or your gun off of the target. We also have our Threat Down series. As you can see up there, they bleed, so it gives shooters that instant visual feedback, like I said, and also long-range shooters love them because you don't have to hear where you're hitting on the steel. You don't have to see where you're shooting on the paper, so you can actually see where those rounds are impacting and adjust accordingly. And then from this, we also have the Pivotal Trainer, which is been in the market for a while now. We have shoot, no shoot scenarios, so it reduces that training scar of somebody thinking before they have to pull that trigger, which is huge in today's industry.
That is a really cool thing. So it's kind of like friend or foe.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's try it out. What do you think? I saw you talking to Tim just a second. He just appears out of nowhere. And then he's gone. See, that's the beauty of being at the Expo. You never know who you're going to see here. I mean, Tim Schmidt himself can just pop up in the middle of nowhere and say hello to the fans on Facebook. It's never planned. Hey, Tim. Look, it's Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Nice to see you, Facebook Live. I'm here at the Expo, obviously, and wish you were here.
See, it's true. He does exist. And yes, he is that tall. And he is that nice, too. So if you're here, come find him. Again, if you can't make this show, come to the Expo next year. Anything else you want to say to the guys out there live?
All I can say is that the Expo is probably the best place to surround yourself with like-minded people that believe in that natural-born right to self-defense. Not to mention all these amazing vendors that have the coolest products. So get out here. If you can't make it this year, then be sure to come to Kansas City next year.
Awesome. Now, I hope that I've seen lots of likes and hearts go up because, hey, dude, that was Tim Schmidt. Thank you, Tim. That was totally not planned, but I did kind of coerce him to come over here. And I'm sorry I had to stick the microphone right in front of Jess's face, but sometimes us tall people get really rude or something. I don't know exactly what's going on. So I'm sorry I'm looking at my watch all the time, but I have literally bounced around from presentation to presentation to presentation. So I'm just making sure that I've got view of where I need to be next. But I want you guys to see Jess check out this target real quick, okay?
All right, so we have a Liberator Mark II, so this is inside or outside the waistband, left or right-handed. Just snap that over your belt, make sure it goes over your belt, not over your pants. And then that'll be a Glock 17 demo gun. You're probably used to Glock, so yeah, you can run it right there.
Okay, guys, here she goes.
So obviously this is the no-shoot side. It's the guy with the cell phone, so you don't want to draw on him. You don't want to shoot him. And then on the other side, you got the guy with the gun. So on that.
Okay, wait, did y'all hear that, Facebook land? Cell phone, no shoot. Okay, the guy with the cell phone is okay. We see lots of those in today's day. But this guy is the bad guy.
Exactly, because in a stressed environment, you never know what you're going to do, and you don't rise to the occasion. You sink to the level of your training. That's what we're trying to help with.
You know what I see is interesting, though? Both the firearm and the phone are about the same size, same place, and the same color. So that makes for a very cognitive thing going on here. How do you feel about this, Jess? Is this good?
I think it'll be okay after what I did on Friday.
Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, folks, watching Facebook Live, this should be interesting.
Reholster and then try it again. So at this position, you want to reholster, and then whenever I turn the target, assess the threat, and then engage if you need to.
Okay, so not only does she have to look and see if this is a target to shoot or not, she has to assess the threat. So she has to make sure that between shots, she's actually shooting a good guy or a bad guy. Here she goes. Very good. So she saw the guy with the gun. What were you looking at, Jess?
The hands and the firearm.
Okay, a great tip. Looking at the hands because the hands are the ones that could do the damage. Okay, great. I think she was expecting that one. Looks like we got a headshot on that, but she did eventually shoot him. Might have to take a breath. Wow, they're kind of tricky here. Oh.
Yeah,
a lot of people do that?
Yeah, a lot of people do. We were recording some people, some of those false alarms. You know, we get quite a few of those.
Okay.
True shooter present himself because a lot of people don't train for this type of scenarios.
And honestly, what's really good about, hey, you don't train for this type of scenario. Now you can actually have one of those. You don't have to go out to a live range. You can use a tool like where you guys are using a SIRT or some kind of laser pistol, any kind of, I guess some of them are, you can adapt it. You can put in a laser training type of thing. So whatever you happen to have, or you don't have to have that at all. Could you just dry fire with this?
Yeah, you can dry fire, live fire. It's great for any kind of training. Inside the house, we've had a lot of people put them in their basements, kind of get away from the range and not spend as much time there.
Okay, so hey, you've got room in your basement, your kitchen, maybe your bedroom. You want to put up this good guy, bad guy, have some fun with it. And you don't even have to have the gun. Honestly, you can kind of maybe even video yourself, time yourself, and that way you have a true idea of what you might do under similar circumstances. Do you find that beneficial, Jess?
Actually, yeah, I think so. I mean, this is obviously catching me off guard, so that's definitely something that people need to consider.
And would this be something you would be interested for continuing your training? Would you think that this was something you would try and use?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think people, it's definitely something that I would use probably in a week.
And what was the name of your company again?
It's Triumph Systems.
Triumph Systems. Well, there you go, guys. Another great vendor here at the 2019 Expo here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I guess you need to give a gun back, or we're going to walk off with a free cert today. Yeah, right. Nobody's tried to do that before. But check out the targets, check out the gear, check out the holsters. Jess is still trying to make her gun selection, but at least we've got one holster idea. There are great options as well, like belly bands from Can. They're actually right here. That's a great place to look for compression holster, maybe like a hip hugger, and that way you can use pretty much any gun that you choose. You don't have to have it made for the specific gun.
Okay, yeah, that's good, because I still have yet to find something.
So that would be good. There's also Dean Adams. I mean, there's Galco. There's all sorts of different places. Hey, how's it going? How are you enjoying the show?
I'm loving it so far.
And what has been your favorite thing?
The women's holsters for conceal for underneath your clothing and things like that.
Isn't that fantastic? We just happened to be talking about women's holster for underneath the clothing, and this woman said it's the best thing of the show. See what the Expo can do for you.
I tried some on, and it was an awesome fit. Everything was great.
Now, did trying it on make all the difference in the world for you?
Yes, because lately I've been buying holsters and things thinking they would work, and I put them on, I try them, and I'm so disappointed.
And now we have come full circle, folks. We started out talking about a holster graveyard.
Yep. And there it is.
We talked about the box of holsters, and she has confirmed and validated. Thank you for stopping and talking to us. Don't miss out on the next year's show. The Expo is awesome. I mean, what else could you talk about that people might want to hear about the Expo? Again, from a new person's perspective. You're new to the show. This is new.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the seminars that are offered here are also, extremely valuable. You don't even have to, we've got plenty of free seminars that I think would be really beneficial to somebody who's new. And especially the women's concealed carry showroom, all the different vendors, all the different new products and things that I didn't even know existed, especially being new.
Well, and so there you go. It's awesome for people who are brand new. They're new to shooting. It's awesome for people who have been doing this for a long, long time. The USCCA Expo also offers great ideas for instructors. And just across the board, if you're a responsible American, if you are a concealed carrier, this is the place that you need to be. I'm sorry if you weren't here. I'm glad you joined us on Facebook Live. Hopefully you enjoyed our little... Well, it was kind of a nickel and dime tour around the building because there's still tons of vendors and exhibits. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
and honestly, guys, I got to cut it short now. I'm about to start a presentation, and this is just the way of the things here at the Expo for me. I love it. I'm glad to do it. We're about to talk about kids and guns. I'm just going to hand over the mic to Jess. Thank you for joining us. It's been fun. I'm going to go set up.
All right. Come with me. All right. Going with her. All right, guys, we are still here at the 2019 Pittsburgh Expo, the USCCA Expo. We're going to be watching Beth, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed our, again, like she said, our nickel and dime tour, taking a look at all the different options and vendors that we have here. And so we'll check you guys later.